A Mission into Naga Hills. From Darkness to Light, a brief biography of Edward Winter Clark. February 5, 1830 to June 24, 1913. Edward Winter Clark was an American missionary known for his pioneering missionary work in Nagaland. He is also known for setting up the first school in the hills and for his book on our dictionary and grammar. Clark's wife, Mary Mead Clark, documented their experience in Assam and the Naga Hills in a corner in India. In this short video, we will be learning the following about Edward Winter Clark: early life, ministry in Nagaland, legacy, and archives. His early life. Clark was born on 5th of February 1830 in Dutchess County, New York, and baptized in the Baptist faith at age 14. He attended Worcester Academy from 1839 to 1841. He earned his master's degree from Brown University in 1857 and was ordained a preacher in 1859. Both of them were from Amenia, New York. Ministry in Nagaland. An account of Dr. Clark's mission among the Nagas. Year 1872. December 22nd. It was an important day in Naga history when the first Baptist church was formed. It is no wonder Clark knew his calling would henceforth be with the Nagas. Quote, "I believe I have found my life work," end quote, exclaimed Mr. Clark. Preparations were going on for the baptism at the village pond. As he stood on a machang, an elevated platform made of bamboo, attached to his hut, he could see curious spectators from within the village and beyond, wandering about the pond in anticipation. The village became divided over the new religion. Some felt that Clark could not be trusted because he looked just like any other British military. The Nagas opposed anything that would promote alliance with the encroaching British power. Clark was determined to dedicate himself to the people and trust the Lord alone for his protection. Despite the resistance he had faced in preaching the gospel from the villages, curiosity had got the better of the villagers that day. They had all come to see what Christian ritual Clark was about to perform on the water. Prayers could be heard echoing from several hearts, simple, honest, and blunt prayers coming out of souls equally simple-minded and noble. They were coming from houses of those who were to be baptized by Clark that day. On the fourth day of his arrival at Molonkimong, 15 converts were ready to take baptism. He couldn't have asked God for more. Edward Winter Clark remarks on the 15 converts, quote, "Bold as they have always been, bold today they stand to embrace a faith, which would mean giving a way of life and belief passed down from their revered ancestors." End quote. Back in the days at Sipsagar Mission Center, he could not have imagined a fruitful day like this happening up in the dense dark jungle which loomed above the plains with foreboding. Lures of headhunting had added to its eerie mystery. But the Lord had protected him thus far, and he knew God had a mission for him there. God had worked to ease his fears in going there. The eagerness of these people of Molong to bring him there to the village, and the security they provided him by sending 60 warriors to escort him from Sipsagar had been overwhelming. His eyes scanned the chapel built by the converts for their newfound faith a month ago in November. It must be the first Christian Baptist church in Naga soil. As he looked back upon the day he began his journey from Boston with his wife Mary, they had thought preaching among the Indians was to be their mission field. That they were actually destined to work among uncharted territory, and people had never crossed their minds. He remembered the first few times he had encountered the Nagas. They would come down from the hills to trade in Assam and invariably find their way into their mission schools. They could be seen peering inside the classroom windows, fascinated by the teaching that was going on. Their interest towards education and the school system was obvious from the start. Meanwhile, he was equally drawn towards these strange people from the hills. Soon he befriended one of them by the name of Supong Meren. Godula, a fellow evangelist from Assam, who had worked earlier amongst the Nagas, along with Reverend Miles Bronson, had brought him to meet him. A strong bond grew out of the acquaintance. Mutual education started among them. Godula and Clark taught Supong Meren the basics of English and Assamese language, while also sharing the Christian beliefs with him. Supong Meren, in turn, taught them about his people, his culture, and his language. It was Supong Meren who took Godula back to his village to spread the gospel, and it was owing to him that he was well received that day. Godula did the pioneering work for Clark there, while he was not permitted to ascend the Naga Hills by the British government. His successful mission resulted in him bringing back his converts for him to baptize at Sipsagar. Finally, he was there at Molongkimong and with the baptism of 15 converts. His life's mission will henceforth be among these Naga people. This is the calling for him. Clark, eager to get back to his mission center at Sipsagar and share his experience with them, said, quote, "I will come back with Mary, and together we should spread the word of God among these people. That this is to be our mission field has come to certain to me now." End quote. Legacy. Christianity brought to an end to the practice of headhunting and ended most of the traditional culture and oral knowledge of the various Naga tribes. Clark's vision for a Christian Nagaland came true at the cost of the Naga's indigenous culture. By 1980, a third of the Naga population was Baptist. As per Census 2011, Christianity constitutes 88% of the Naga population of India, followed closely by Mizoram and Meghalaya. Archives. A biographer of Clark conducting archival research at American Baptist Historical Society at the Mission Center noted that much of Clark's correspondence was difficult to read, written on both sides of onion skin paper. Clark died on June 24, 1913, at age 83. The Clarks are buried in the Island Cemetery in the town of Amenia in Dutchess County, New York.